Good evening and happy brand new week. Welcome to Updated Precious. Here we bring you the update of matter that where they share for inside the country is another week, the beginning of a new week. And I know say this week promised to be something beautiful. It's all our dreams and aspirations will come through this week, and success and favor will follow us this week. Welcome to the show. Sincere apologies for starting this late. Yeah, we've been overwhelmed with a lot of things. Let's just do a quick one and then just to bring you updates of things and what they happen for inside the country. I appreciate you. My name is Precious Inid. Always sweet my belly to bring on a things in the shell for the country. Sharp. Make I just I be no one talk too much about this election. So make I just brush and for now. So APC don't sweep the 12 constituency elections then. But for Saturday by election, and ADC scorecard remains empty. ADC they shall say, "Hey, narig, narig. Why you narig us like this? Why you narig us?" But is it by rigging? That's what I go do. On the other hand, Oga Soludo don't mock in brother Peter Obi say, "You see this by election, ADC LP." Then don't die for Anambra State. Anybody waiting say Obi go do anything sorry for Nana. So he mock in brother Obi. Tinubu don't come hail the winners of the by-election. Say for the 12 states. So now do INEC. Very good election one that conducts like this. Even with the massive rigging and of course election vote buying where be say the thing is characterized by. All right. Now Amnesty International don't take uppercut at owner Nigerian military say, not gonna not even talk too much. We get evidence where show say una they kill innocent youth for southeast. So not gonna not even talk too much. We get evidence. IPOB strongholds targeted. Amnesty counters military. IGP orders probe. So yeah, I'm not gonna probe. Make we see now. All right now. Okay, refinery fraud. EFCC recovers billions as ex-NNPCL officials face prosecution. That one day. Rivers LG polls. Fubara's men in the dark. Wike moves to retake political structure for Tinubu. That one said they listen to Okonjo Iweala's unreported truth on economy. They say not just they pay attention to what it is she tell you where they switch your ear. Listen to the one where be say she no talk. ADC don't they tell Tinubu right now. Not be only ADC talk. I go tell you person again we're talking about make I go front more. Nigeria may not be functional in a few decades to come. Adamu Garba they talk and say with the way Nigeria they go, if you not get country again in a few decades. 2027 replacing Tinubu with Jonathan, not solution to Nigeria's problems. Faroti they talk that one. Nigerians only use feedback from their stomach, rent, house rent, tuition fee orders to determine if economy is stable. So if the economy is stable and give them feedback for their belly, what did they buy for market? Give them feedback for house rent. Give them feedback for their school fees. Give them feedback for how they use buy things. Your economy will not be economizing at all. SDP chief at Debayo 9 they tell Tinubu this one. In fact, he say your regime not get direction. On not get direction. He said there is nowhere you in fact, so no way. Say, is it this Tinubu regime? You don't get direction. In fact, you don't even tell them again. Say, there is nowhere you go and you don't see picture of Tinubu already dancing ahead of 2027. Now so you don't blast them again. Say, meanwhile, INEC keep quiet. Why it be say APC they conduct what they call the flout electoral rule and electoral act. Meanwhile, there's been an accusation say there is an assassination attempt or assassination matter if it happened on top of Ogbeni Raouf Aregbesola head. Omulabi group don't raise alarm over the alleged plan to assassinate ADC National Secretary Raouf Aregbesola. Who won't do this kind of thing? A whole Ogbeni Raouf. Now they want to assassinate. Well, my people, welcome to the show and thank you so much for joining us. Did I also tell you that Comfort Emancing will be the young lady where they face the matter as it get to do with Ibom Air? She don't break silence and she don't talk about how the matter take to her. All right, joining me from inside the studio now, Prince Francis Chilaka as usual. Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for joining me. And sincere apologies for putting you this late at night, sir.
Sure, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How about you, sir?
I'm trying to be fine. And
this one where you close one eye, sir. You just say it.
Okay. Yes, I'm trying to be fine.
Sir.
I'm actually going on a different trajectory this night.
I never even asked you any question yet, though. Okay.
No, before you ask the question.
Okay, sir.
We have always been saying that it appears that the security personnel, especially the police and the military men at checkpoints, across the federation are colluding with criminal elements. Yes. And if you listen, if you follow, you'll find out that each time people are attacked, villages, communities are attacked, we're always told, oh, that they have about 100 meters away, there's a police post, there's a checkpoint, and nothing happens. Why I'm saying this is, we all as Nigerians, when we say we pray Nigeria doesn't have to use, people will say, God forbid. But the truth is, nobody loves Nigeria more than anybody. Nobody can be more patriotic than Nigeria and Nigerians. I think that there's need for the government to look at the complaints of Nigerians, especially when it comes to the security architecture. I'm going to share an experience with you now. And that experience is to portray the fact that, yes, I think there's some form of collusion between the security personnel and people perpetrating evil. Earlier this morning, I was involved in an accident.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Earlier this morning, I was involved in an accident at Umunedi in Delta State. And what caused the accident? Checkpoint. You know, the way they put checkpoints in the southeast is they reduce the whole road to just a tiny space. So, I mean, when we passed the checkpoint, they were talking to a truck driver. And we had passed. And this truck driver came after us and rammed us out of the road.
Wow.
It was the grace of God that the car did not somersault.
Oh, wow.
But the car is a complete write-off. But you know the funny thing? What really got us worried is the fact that the policemen pretended they didn't know what was going on.
They were just there?
They pretended. Even when the truck driver stopped, another person, other trucks, other vehicles stopped trying to see how they can the truck driver. The policeman didn't blink an eye until the truck driver ran away. And then immediately,
the person that would have helped apprehend the truck driver is the person who did not blink.
He did not. So when we finally got stabilized and all of that, we went to them. You know what they told us? They could happen to call towing vehicle. I'm telling you, that was all they said to us. Oh, so no, that man push come off a road. That's how they behave. I'm telling you that this is it's not up to 100 meters from where they are. It's not up to 100 meters. So when you hear communities are attacked and the people tell you, oh, we had security people 100 meters, 50 meters, you're not lying. They're saying the truth. The security men just looked the other way. They didn't bother, nothing. They didn't even bother to come and say, oh, if these people are alive or not. They didn't bother.
If it was a serious thing, you guys would have just been there helpless and perhaps died, and maybe they will come and collect your phones.
It was serious. It was serious. The car is a complete write-off. It was just the grace of God.
Oh.
When you have an accident where the engine is gone, the gearbox is gone, everything. So what do you think? It's not just a scratch. So the point I'm trying to make is that the government needs to do something about the security men. For the fact that they are there collecting their 200, which they don't play with. They don't play with collecting their 200. They even collected 200 from us.
Oh, why you guys are passing? You paid them. And this is
you must pay them. That is the only thing they do at those checkpoints.
It's a lie.
If you refuse to drop that money, they will tell you to park.
private vehicles.
I am telling you, Precious, I am telling you what transpired going to Owerri and back. They would delay you for about 40 minutes. They know that you don't want to be delayed. They'll tell you, oh, your papers, this one, okay, your paper is complete. Well, your headlight on it. You now have road safety also blocking the road. You have the Nigerian Army, you have the customs, you have the immigration, you have the police, you have some set of people wearing one kind of mufti, you don't even know what they are. All of everybody is armed to the teeth. But when something happens that you expect them to be proactive, to react, they will not.
I'm so sorry about your experience, sir. So sorry, sir.
All right, so let's go.
Yeah, let me quickly play the video of Comfort Emanson. She's narrated a bit of part of her own incidents that happened, and it's only fair that we give her that fair hearing and hear from her based on her personal experience. Let's take a listen to her.
Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. I want to come out fully to appreciate God Almighty and everyone that stood by me, that fought for me when I was in prison. When I came out, the love I saw, the support I saw from you people, I was never expecting it. For a commoner like me, you guys fought for me, you guys stood by me. I want to appreciate you all. I said that God Almighty will bless you. So on the 10th of August, on Sunday, I boarded a flight from Uyo to Lagos. So when we're inside the aircraft, the normal procedure happened. The lady Juliana was telling everybody from the front, from the front seats, coming to the back because I was at the back. So she came to me. She said she came to me. So when she was coming forward, so she came and I was struggling to put my phone. I was putting my phone on flight mode. So she said no, that I have to put it off. So I told her that one of my phones, because I was with two phones, one of my phones is for a fault. The phone is bad. The power button is bad, precisely. So I showed her that the power button is bad. So she said I can put off my phone without the power button. I said okay. So she said I should go to my settings. So while she was telling me go to your settings and all that, I went to my settings. So she said go to your general. So while trying to do that, the pressure from her, so the man that was sitting on my right now helped me and off one of the phone, put one of the phone off while we are struggling on the other one that has the power button is still. So she said I should go to the my general. I went to the general. I went to the settings and the general. So when I told her okay, please, before then I told her please, can you assist me and spell general? She said she cannot touch my phone. She can never touch my phone, children of nowadays. So I now turned to the guy that helps me to off one of my phone. I told him, please, can you assist me and spell general? So the guy now collected my phone and showed me and spelled type general on this thing. So when I went to her, okay, this is the general, I am here now. So the phrase that she was even giving me was not even encouraging. I had to plead with the same guy again on my right. So please, can you please do you know how to she said, do you know how to help me and off it from here, please? He now said okay, no problem. He helped me and off the phone eventually. So now off the phone, the two phones, put it where it's supposed to be on the aircraft. And I thought okay, I have offed my phone. So when she wanted to leave, she said you will see. I didn't take that to heart because I've already eventually offed my phone, which I was having problem in offing it. So I eventually off the phone. So that was it. When we landed Lagos, everybody was going out of the aircraft. I was pressed. I went to pee. So going to the toilet, somebody was already inside the toilet, and I had to wait for the person to come out. So when the person eventually came out, I went inside and pee and rushly come out. I cannot stay inside the aircraft, inside the toilet, because it's so small and so uncomfortable to be in there. So I now rushed pee and packed myself again and come outside. So coming outside, everybody already left. I had to rush, carry my stuffs and move to rush out of the aircraft. So going out of the aircraft, this lady Juliana stopped me And I asked her, why did you stop me? Why are you stopping me from going out of the aircraft? Everybody has left, so I need to go out. She didn't say anything to me. She was just like staring at me with the same bad eye. And that was when I remember that this is the same person that, you know, was instructing me to put out my phone. I eventually did. So she said, she didn't say anything. No, she didn't say anything. She was just staring at me there with the bad eye. So that was when I, you know, on my phone, like put the phone, started recording. That was when she backed facing the front and backing me. So I was just like, please madam, leave the road, let me pass. She didn't answer me. She ignored me. And after the video, I picked the phone. When I picked the phone, that was when she noticed I was videoing her. So she now pushed me inside the aircraft back, dragged my frontal. This is the frontal I wore that day. She dragged the frontal, the process of dragging my clothes, my gold from neck I was wearing. This is the gold I was wearing. She dragged it from my neck with the clothes. The process, like my phone, everything went down and broke. The phone broke. The phone broke. Everything, like even this phone. So I was like, no, why did you do that? Why did you break my phone, like drag my frontal? The pain of removing my frontal, you know how frontal can be when you install a hair and then it's forcibly dragged out. It's so painful. So the pain of doing that to me, that was when I went to poke her. God knows that I can never go and poke an elderly woman, somebody that's old enough to be my mom. Poke her for what? Poke her. It was the pain she inflicted on me, the frontal pain, dragging my gold and everything on the floor. That was the anger. I was so angry. I could not even like hold it. That was why I was asking her, why did you do that on the video, the trending video they posted? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? I asked her, why did you do? Because you dragging my frontal wig and like dragging me, calling me a prostitute at the process. No, I just had to ask her, why did you do that? Why did you do that? That was why I poked her on the video. Why did you do that? So while on that, the whole thing, like those guys came inside the aircraft and like started like surrounding me, and I was like, why? Now dragged me outside. That was when they dragging me from you saw how they dragged me from the video. That was what happened. Like they came inside, dragged me outside, and then at the process, she now like dragged my clothes, and the clothes, it was pin on me because it was pin. I thought that was my inner. It was pin on me. The pain of dragging it and its pain, it's wounded me inside. That the pain and everything, the hair, the frontal pain, this other pain. I was just trying to like help myself when they dragging me out of the, trying to cover myself. My body was out there, and then they were videoing at the process. My body was out. I was even looking for ways to cover it. Some of them were like trying to like touch me, and I was trying to cover myself, defending myself. Like I was the only one there, and they were like surrounding me, trying to cover myself while they were trying to do video. All of them, they surrounded like videos, cameras everywhere. I was surprised because like I never expected that. Like tearing my clothes and videoing everything, videoing me, my body outside, my naked body outside, plus the pain. No, it was so much for one person to play. It was so much on me. I could not like hold myself again. I was just like very angry. Started like asking them, why would you do that to me? Why would you do this to me? And still like video me again and still put it out there. Like the trauma, like it's too much on me right now, because right as I'm talking to you like now, I cannot like even go out again because my body is out there. People already know that this is the person. They know me. I cannot even like go out again. I'm ashamed to like go out because my body is out there. Some people have even used it to make sticker. So that was what happened inside the aircraft before the incident that I booked her. She already like inflicted pains on me which I could not bear. it. So right now, I don't know how I'll just start from looking for work, going for work interview. I'm into real estate. Imagine me going to sell a house or advertise a house or try to bring a client to buy a house now, and they are looking at my body. How do I even face them, knowing that my body is out there? How do I face the whole, like, everybody that saw that video, knowing that my body is out? How do I even like go for business? Imagine me going for business and somebody is looking all on my unborn kids coming to see that, or a man that will marry me saying that my reputation. No, Jesus. That is why, the reason why I have not come out to say the part of the story is because I was still on treatment. I'm trying to round up my treatment. As you can see, like, I'm trying to round up my treatment. That's why I could not come out to say the part of the story, what happened. So that was what happened inside that flight. It wasn't even like a big deal. I never expected that incident, offing of phone, which I was trying to, not like when she said I should off the phone, I was like telling her no. I told her why the phone was still on, that it was because of the power button. So I never know that it would come out like this, seeing my body outside. People are even making mockery of me, sending me Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook. My body is out there. So I don't know how I'll go from here, and I really want to continue my life, my normal lifestyle. People that knows me knows that I am not really a social media person. So I don't know how to face the whole, like, the people that saw my video, my family, people that saw the video, facing them, doing business with them, coming to do business, and somebody is watching my body. It's so embarrassing. I don't even know how to come about with that. So this is the part of the story. This is all that happened inside the aircraft. So I'm happy I'm strong enough to be able to talk now. So please, this is what happened. I'm not a trouble person. I am not a nuisance. People that knows me in real life, they know the kind of person I am. So that was what happened inside the aircraft, which I never expected that it would be like escalate like this. Because not like I refused. This is not the first time I'm traveling. I never refused to off the phone. I only told her that my power button is bad and I needed her assistance to do that, which she refused. But the passenger that was sitting close to me assisted me eventually off the phone. So I thought that was it. So please, this was what happened, and I'm happy I've come up to tell you people what happened. But I'll round up my treatment, and I pray I should fully recover from everything and move forward and go back to my normal lifestyle. Please. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
All right, just for a few context, I know that you men may not understand part of the things she said. Now, this wig that women wear, that particular one she's wearing that is called frontal, that she said, they use a glue to glue it in front. So pulling off that hair with the glue, it's like, pulling her hair off with force. And that would be painful. It could be painful. And then the inner she was wearing that eventually they dragged, they pulled off. That inner is usually pinned beneath your legs as a woman. So you can imagine using force to pull the rubber to pull. And most of those inners are usually elastic in nature. So imagine using force to pull that off, the kind of injury you sustained down there, with that kind of force. I guess that's what she's trying to explain. But let me let you handle the rest.
You know, I,
You're
uh,
not a
you know, I,
woman. You're not a woman, so I thought to explain the feminine aspect of this conversation to you. Go ahead, sir.
I said that to every story to every situation there are two sides to a story.
Yeah.
Um,
And incidentally, her encounter, her narration is exactly what the other person one of the passengers so far have narrated. In fact, one of them also narrated exactly the same thing on channels television.
so
Exactly.
I said, um, the problem of women is women.
Ew.
The problem of women is women. Between two men, you can have an conversation, you can have a shout out at each other, but you will not see the other man, except he's a very stupid man. coming after you. When you look at the lady that they showed as the hostess, I asked the question, is this a hostess or somebody's mother?
And just another perspective, remember she also stated that it was the lady that pulled off that her dress.
Good. It was a
Yes,
lady. Yeah, it was a lady.
she
The
didn't.
video is
No,
very clear.
she said it's the same lady that pulled off the her
Yeah, so
dress.
the person
That
is,
means it's
I'm
deliberate.
surprised that Ibom is using old, I don't want to be very sarcastic, but you're using frustrated women as hostess.
Please.
No. We need to say the truth as it is. Check airlines, check foreign airlines. You see very pretty, slim, young ladies who
So
will
old
talk
women
to you.
cannot be pretty.
No. I mean, you look at the lady to start with. See, let me tell you, what has played out is complex. It's complex and has played out.
Because she said the woman kept calling her a prostitute too. So
Good, it is the complex. And that's why I said, when I started, I said the problem of women is women. Whatever it is, whatever she felt, in her mind, she had already made up her mind what to do. And she planned it in such a way, because when the video, in the aircraft there is a video.
yes, I
With the
guess I
camera.
think Ibom Air has gone to look at the video and they've seen
So
that
when the camera, no, I got some of it where she was even asking, why are you blocking the road?
that was the video she made. That was the one she
There's
made.
another video. There's another video trending.
Okay, oh wow.
Not the one she made. So you see, the thing is unfortunate, but it's just that you find a situation where you have, like I keep saying, Nigerians are frustrated. Precious. Nigerians are highly frustrated.
So you're not passing
Nigerians
frustration
are
to someone else.
frustrated. And unfortunately, we take out our frustrations on the wrong people. You see somebody digging a hole and sweating, and you too, you are digging a hole and sweating, and you're taking out the anger that you're digging a hole on the other person digging a hole. Meanwhile, you forget that there is somebody that is responsible for two of you to be digging that hole.
Oh.
It's so sad, but all we can do is, all she needs to do is damage control. But like I keep telling people, the internet doesn't lie.
I mean, is it too difficult for Ibom Air to make a public apology to her that should be shared across social media? At least for
she's an ordinary Nigerian. Precious. There are two laws. I put up a post. I said, Nigeria is like akin to Animal Farm. George Orwell, Animal Farm. That's, in that book, it talks about all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. So if you look at what transpired now, from what she has narrated, from what eyewitnesses have narrated, compared to what Kwanwan did, who committed an offense? Who should have been dragged to prison? And then your government wakes up from slumber with your minister for aviation. And you look at Kwanwan, whose action the NCAA defined as hostage situation, and you're making him an ambassador. That's the kind of country.
He's a celebrity.
What do you mean by he's a celebrity?
Now.
So because he's a celebrity, you should be stupid? Celebrity means stupidity? Celebrity means you showcase your arrogance to everybody? Celebrity means that you're above the law? So if that is what celebrity means, then nobody should be a celebrity. Listen, let me just tell you, put Kwanwan side by side with Davido. Who has more money? Who has more clout? Well, you know that Davido will not do such a thing.
He's a younger
It doesn't
guy.
matter.
It
doesn't matter. If Kwanwan believes he has that money, then he should go and be flying around with a private jet. Then we'll know that he's a proper celebrity. You're not going to do celebrity when they wire you. But the point is that, the the government has actually done the wrong thing, because they have not looked at the issues based on merit. They have not. Because if actually somebody should be given an ambassadorial appointment, it should be the lady. Because tomorrow, another person will do what one has done. They also give that person ambassador. They also make the person an ambassador. Check all the people that this APC government has made ambassador. Check all of them, including musicians, including actors that they made ambassador. What have they been able to do? How have they been able to inculcate values in the lives of the younger generation of Nigerians? So it's unfortunate, she has to go through all of this. But this is what the ordinary Nigerians like you and I go through every day. We have not said in this country. That is why an honorable member can look at somebody who writes an over, rather than respect the man's dignity of labor. Without the man, you can make him vanish. Do you know who I am? And nothing happened. Until we begin to respect people in this country, remove this classist behavior, we'll have this problem.
All right, so this is rather a very, very sad incident, and well, we're hoping that I don't know, some people are expecting her to press charges and perhaps sue the airline or press charges for exposing her naked body. I don't know if that would lead anywhere.
No, she needs to.
This would go.
She needs to press charges so that let it be on record that she was unjustly treated,
and even taking her to prison in that condition, they would have left her. Even taking her to prison in that condition. All right, let's hurry because there are a lot of things to look at today. So the by-elections, very quickly. Now, APC has swept 12 constituencies in Saturday's by-election as ADC's scorecard remains empty, so the report says. Findings shows that the APC won 12 seats, ABGA 2 seats, while the NNPP and PDP took 1 seat each, as the ADC failed to claim any seat in the just concluded election. In all the states, none of the states.
No, I think ADC won a state in Anambra.
They did not. They changed the results. According to them, they're shouting that they've rigged it. They said that from all the results they saw, that the lady won. That is Azoka, Madam Azoka. They said the lady won. All of a sudden, when result now was announced by INEC, she did not win again. She did not win. And ADC is shouting that they've rigged the election, that they changed the results from what they monitored. But the results that was released by INEC, it was someone else. The ABGA candidate won, not her. So, in fact, somebody has even made her head of his media team. A politician made her head of his media team just to compensate her. But we don't know if that is, adequate enough. We hear that I think Senator Nwonyi appointed her Anambra as his legislative aide, but she did not win. That's a sad incident. But Soludo has now declared that APCO, PDPO, ADCO, Labour Party said they're all dead in Anambra State.
Precious, the truth is, if we do not have,
I'm coming now. I'm not finished.
If we do not look at our electoral law, the Electoral Act, if we do not make the changes Nigerians are calling for, you can never get anything good out of the elections.
I was going to go there because apart from that one, in Kaduna State, I need to play you a video of what happened in Kaduna State. In Kaduna State, the governor is an APC governor. And then, what happened? We heard at the eve of the election, they sent DSS officers to come to, I think, one of the INEC officials' house where they stored electoral materials, in the car where they stored the materials. They towed the car that contained all electoral material
has been towed. They forcefully towed that vehicle, and that vehicle will have valuables in it. And they are claiming that they came here based on information, that they got an information that we kept ballot papers there. Now they have towed this vehicle, taking it to an unknown location by unknown people who claim to be operative of the DSS and police. So only God knows what they've gone to do with that vehicle, and our materials are inside, including funds to be disbursed to agents at polling units. So we don't know what this government is up to. We don't know what the APC government in Kaduna State is up to. This is the height of their desperation. This is the height of their desperation. They want to stop at nothing to ensure that they rig this election. So APC should know that this is not a local government election. Now they are bringing back, the world can see that they are towing back the vehicle. They are towing back the vehicle. Only God knows what they have gone to do with it. Only God knows what they have planted in it just to accuse us of wanting to manipulate this election. Kaki bari su ganki da shi. Za su kwace miki waya. Kaki gani bari su gani. Only God knows what they want to do with what they went to do with the vehicle. This vehicle was parked in the hotel. Now they have brought it back. This is the towing van. We don't know the towing van by which company. This is the height of their desperation. This is the height of their desperation.
All right, so I'd like to also state to you very quickly, sir, that during this election, a lot of people were caught with money. In fact, somebody was seen with 25.9 million naira cash, and then that was in Kano State, in Ogun State. Someone else was also seen with watts of cash, plenty of money, running to millions too. And in fact, we hear that the entire vote was characterized by vote buying. The entire election was characterized by vote buying across all parties. They were selling and buying votes. So it was like business as usual. Now, here is what Isaac Fayoshe had to say.
Going by the results of by-elections today in Nigeria, going by the conduct, the results, and the way people are selling their vote. People are now selling votes as little as 1,000, 2,000. Hunger don't take over. So going by this result, nothing like coalition. Coalition is just looking like collection of leaders. Nothing has changed. INEC is still the same. Our electoral system is still the same. Vote buying has come to stay. So going by this is Tinubu to 2031. No, nothing can happen. So if you are saying, oh, someone is coming, I don't see anybody coming. No, it's Tinubu to 2031. Anyway, make we continue. Say hunger no dey buy person. Yeah, now make we continue. Yeah, vote sellers, vote buyers today. In a well done. Our market today na market day. You further.
All right. So, does it mean that this is just it? This is the way Nigerians would be, and they could just accept the election like that, or
Yeah.
nothing? They can't do anything. Sir,
I've always told you that hunger has not gotten to Christendom. People are still hunger is still doing press up, and people are not taking serious. People are not taking serious. People are not taking the future of this country serious. People are not taking their own future seriously. I have a president who told you in clear language, grab it, snatch it, and run. Now you understand why one-term governors are moving into APC. You understand? Now you understand why people are moving from the various political parties into APC. Because they believe that APC will cover their shenanigans, will cover their madness. It's not about the will of the people. The people have no will. When you use hunger, you use poverty, you use religion, you hold the people down, you put your knee on their neck, what do you expect them to do? And when people come out and say, oh, you have a Democrat, a man who fought for democracy, a man who fought the military as your president, I say, who did he really fight? Was he fighting for generality of Nigerians, or was he just fighting for himself? It's like what Showore is doing. All over the place, protests here, arrest here tomorrow. Next tomorrow, they release him. If he becomes a president tomorrow, you think anything will change?
How do you
You
mean?
think anything will change? He will toe the same line. And he fought to become president. Now, when he was under the sun, when they were treating him, handling him in the prison cell, where were you people? The crop of people you have today as leaders have no patriotism running in their blood. And that is the painful part of it. They are not patriotic. They don't even understand the meaning of that word patriotism. I travel from here to the southeast. Precious, there are no roads. The roads are not motorable.
But we're building new one for you people. Oh. We're
The
building
roads, the roads are not
Lagos Calabar
motorable.
Highway. When I go past through Calabar,
You go into Imo State, you just see what you see is Hope Uzodinma showing himself on social media with all the urchins he has. There are no roads in Imo State. Even in the capital over there are no roads. I'm telling you first, I'm giving you first-hand information.
how about
There are no roads. Nothing is working. There are no roads. I challenge Opuzodinma. I challenge him to come out and show me the roads he's building in Imo State. And where he's building the roads.
No.
It's not a matter of I'm challenging him. I challenge the governor of Delta State that has become to APC. He should be ashamed of himself. In Asaba, between the airport and the Niger Bridge, there is no road. There is no road. What kind of wicked people do we have as governors? They're so wicked that I don't know how they sleep at night. Nigerian roads are death trap. And government needs to take away these policemen on the checkpoints. They are there collecting money, nothing else. That is all they do. The Federal Road Safety has joined them. The customs have joined them. All they do is stand on the road, stopping vehicles and collecting money. They are not securing anybody. So long as we have a country where we have failed or the government is failing to listen to the people, to look at the electoral laws, to look at what the Nigerian people want, we will not have a free and fair election.
All right, sir. So let's rush quickly to what Amnesty International said in the Southeast, and then we get back to other issues. So in the Southeast, since you're talking about the Southeast and others, now we hear that following the denial by the Nigerian military that its personnel engaged in extrajudicial killings in the Southeast, Amnesty International don't dare them say, if we not talk them again, we go bring evidence. When I saw no extrajudicial kill people for Southeast, they say they have concrete evidence, including names and addresses of individuals killed by security forces in the region extrajudiciously. Killed. Now, the human rights group claimed that many of the victims were targeted during military and police operations in areas they suspect that are harboring members of IPOB or ESN. And they just killed them in the name of IPOB or ESN. In fact, they went a lot. They have challenged the Nigerian army. They challenged the IGP to go ahead and, probe so that they would get the truth. But I don't know how close the federal government will be to um, finding out this. I remember that the President Muhammad Buhari administration was also accused of deliberately killing a lot of Igbo youths because of this IPOB tag. But let me quickly take a response while we move to other things.
Precious.
Sir?
When we talk about IPOB
Okay, sir.
and the killing of the young youths in the southeast, I've maintained one thing and I will maintain it till tomorrow. The Igbo leaders are culpable. Your governors, your honorable members, your senators, your local government chairmen, your exes, and of course, some of the elites are culpable. You see what the Lukalawa, the Boko Haram, the herdsmen are doing in the north. Have you ever seen them round up these young youths who are perpetrating this evil in the north and kill them? What they do is that they reintegrate them and push them back into the society. And that's why I've always asked, why are you not giving the same treatment to the so-called youths in the southeast that you call ESN and the IPOP? Why is Nnamdi Kanu still in detention today? What has he said? Or what has he done that some other people have not done? But when you arrest such people, what do? You come and give us some stupid lecture. You tell us that they were forced into it. How are you sure that the boys you are calling IPOP and ESN were not forced into it? What you have in the southeast is militarization of the entire states. If anybody that has been in Owerri, they will tell you, you will see military personnel, their machine guns, subguns, everything, parading the entire state. Do you see such thing in Lagos? Even in Boronu, even in Plateau, in Jos, do you see such things? You have people you call leaders and elders in the southeast. They're just thinking about themselves and their pockets and nothing else. They are the ones who should be speaking out and saying, no, this madness has to stop. But they don't talk. They're not bothered. They're not interested. Whatever you guys want to do, you do. So, for anybody to accuse, we know that we remember when members of IPOB were screaming that the youths in the southeast have been massacred. But everybody kept mute. Rather than government to provide the dividends of democracy to the people, they are pushing the people further into misery, hunger, and poverty. You're building a new coastal road. Meanwhile, the old roads you have, none is motorable. And you call this a serious government?
All
So
right, sir.
yes, so we all know that yes, a lot of youths were killed because of their so-called, in quotes, affiliation to IPO and ESN. Why have two systems of justice in Nigeria? Why have a system that rehabilitates and integrates Boko Haram members and Lakurawa members in the north? And then in the
All right,
southeast,
sir.
they must be killed.
Okay, sir.
That is that is
All right.
that is having two laws in one country.
All right. All right. Now you mentioned that. So, Omoluabi Group, Omoluabi Group has raised an alarm over what it described as a coordinated effort to target the National Secretary of the African Democratic Congress (ADC), Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola. Now, in a statement released today, Sunday, and signed by the group's spokesperson and organizing secretary, Oluwaseun Abosede, the organization claimed that recent developments suggest a deliberate political and physical campaign aimed at silencing Aregbesola and perhaps even killing him. According to the group, a combination of inflammatory rhetorics, subtle threats, and actions allegedly backed by state actors has raised fears of a broader conspiracy against the former minister. They say taking together these developments raise genuine fear that a sinister agenda is being orchestrated to silence him permanently under the guise of politics. That's what they said. According to the group, Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Boho made a declaration at the rally on July 23, 2025, interpreted as a call for violence. He reportedly stated in Yoruba something he said, meaning the land will consume them. The phrase the group said was directed at Aregbesola. So you know that recently Aregbesola has come under attack and they've been calling him a betrayer for betraying President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and joining the ADC. That Tinubu was the one who gave him political relevance. He made him commissioner first. He did all this for him, and then he's betraying him. And others now said, "Excuse me, the Tinubu himself also betrayed his his fellow southerner. After all, he was the one who also betrayed Jonathan and worked with Buhari against Jonathan. Was Jonathan not a southern president?" With all the things he did, from the subsidy shenanigan that eventually he now removed to the way he formed the coalition to remove him. Is it not the same thing? Well, let me take your opinion, sir.
The man who cuts heads will never allow you to take a knife behind his back. And that is where we are today. When you say people are threatening Shola and all of that, and then we see this idea where people come out to say, oh, if I open my mouth and talk, Nigeria will boil. We want them to talk. If they believe that they know what they're saying, that they have the evidence, put it out there. Publish names. Let us know. Don't come and talk like Amechi, and Amechi will tell you that if they push him too much, he will talk. Rochas, remember when Rochas had issues? He came out and said, if I talk about this Buhari that is here, people will run. So at the end of the day, it turned out that Rochas was looking for a soft landing for himself. This is how the political class have held Nigerians down. They like to gaslight us. And a lot of people fall for that gaslighting. So for me, yes, if anybody is threatening Adegbeshola and they're aware, make a formal case. Put the names out there. So that those people will not begin to defend themselves to say whether, yes, they're part of it or they're not. It's very, very important. So sometimes I try not to listen to people when they say here, say here, say no. Tell us this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, this person. Put it out there and allow the people to be the judge of it.
Okay, so looks like there's a lot of drama coming up. We'll see how far that would go because remember that I think sometime in August, early August, a journalist, Mayor King Pelu, had posted on social media, posting Ari Bashala's picture that no man could repay good with evil and get away with it. So that's like a
Precious,
direct threat to,
we
sir.
need to have a proper orientation.
Mm,
Unfortunately, the kind of politics we play in Nigeria is purely tribalistic. Because somebody is a governor, he's from my state, I should never speak of him, speak evil of him. And that's where the problem is.
because somebody is my president and he had made me a
Good.
commissioner. So if he's not doing well, I cannot
Exactly.
also say
So
I
that is the
support him.
problem. That is a big problem. So
But you know,
everybody you
loyalty is
see attacking Aregbesola, they're not attacking him based on principle. They're attacking him simply because he's a Yoruba man and your president is a Yoruba man. That's just it. So they don't see how a Yoruba man would go and support somebody that is not a Yoruba man. But they forget that the same Yoruba man everybody is talking about fought against Jonathan.
Jonathan is not
He
Yoruba.
did everything because not Yoruba. See, tribalism. He did everything to ensure that Jonathan failed and was removed from office. He who lives in a glass house don't throw stones. And that's what I want our political leaders to understand. There's a limit to which you can push the people. There's a big limit.
All right, sir. Thank you. Just before I let you go and then I begin to take phone calls, I see that you're really tired, seeing that you're just coming back from a trip today. Very quickly, it's about 2 years to the 2027 general elections, and we hear that with what's happening in River State, Wiki has calmly taken over all the political structure in River State because now men then now I don't take over as the major contestants for the local government election. We go happen under the sole administrator without reinstating a democratic government, which a lot of people have said it is very, very illegal. The president has amended laws to ensure that the sole administrator can um, do this. In fact, some youth in River State came out today to talk about it and telling the president that if he wants River State vote in 2027, he needs to do the right thing. But does he really need their votes in terms of their physical vote, or he just needs to have the structure to ensure he gets the votes? That's the
As
question.
me, I
Let's
dey
take a
like
listen to
this.
what the youth
I dey
said,
always
please,
talk am.
very
Say
quickly, and
if
then
we get
I
good
pick your view.
government, we no go dey like this. Our problem na bad government. The politicians dey talk say our problem na because we the youth we dey carry gun. Na we dey use dey carry the hijack ballot box. Na we dey use to do this, to do that. Who dey give us the money to go do am? Who dey tell us to go do am? Who dey arrange us to go do am? Who dey push us to go do am? Who dey make us do am? They don't give us food to eat. We don't get food. And they like this, work day, but their children, no, they allow us see the work. They go declare opportunity for NNPC. People like me and you no go see opportunity to work there. They go declare opportunity for CBN. People like us no see opportunity to work there. But when it comes to cleaner, they go remember us. When it comes to ballot box hijacking, they go remember us. When it comes to hijacking of everything, they go remember us. As we talk like this, even though my sister no go happy, but I go still talk am. Because as e dey like this, our Nigeria government no respect constitution again. So I ask government in place and I ask government institution, if our politicians, our government wey dey in place, no dey respect constitution. Na me wan make I respect constitution. You say make we build the youth. You say make we plan something wey go good for the youth. But then me, I no dey encourage many youth go into violence. Me too no go also advise any youth to go into violence. We go try the best wey we fit do as a youth. We go support ourselves, but we still wan make our government support us. Because if the government no support us, how we go dey succeed? And some of us no dey fit take care of our parents again because we no get wetin to do to survive. But government get everything to help us to survive. but are they supporting us? I want to send a message, and I say that today, the youth of Nigeria's youth are not happy. And I am one of those Nigerians youth that is not happy. I am not happy because Nigeria has what it takes to make every Nigerian's youth a millionaire. I'm not happy because we have the resources in this country. We have what it takes to better the life of our youth in this country. But as we speak today, just one man wants to own the whole River State. Just one man wants to own the whole Nigeria. Just one man wants to own everything that we have. We must also send a message to our president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that Nigeria's youth are not happy. If you want a re-election come 2027, this is the right time for us to talk to Mr. President. This is an International Youth Day to tell Mr. President that youth of Nigerians are not happy. This is the best time. We must not keep celebrating a government that is not responsible for our well-being, a government that do not care for us, and then tomorrow you say our vote count. Our vote does not count. Our vote does not count. So if we must take our state and take our country back, we should learn by 2027. Me, I go vote for who I want to vote for. I don't know about you. I don't know about any other person. But now me, I go vote. Nobody go pay me to vote for who I don't go vote for. Now who my mind tell me say he go do well, or if he do well, now I go vote for. If Mr. President, I must mention his name because our president, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu want us, Nigeria's youth, to vote for him, then he should correct his mistake now. He should correct his mistake now. If you want us to go, if Mr. President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu want us to vote for him, he must correct his mistake today. If Yesom Wike want us to vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he must correct his mistake today. That is what we want. They have all make mistakes. If we make mistake, they send us to prison. But when they make mistake, who send them to prison? If we commit crime, we go thief bread. Person no get money, hunger day, no food to eat. You go thief bread, they go put you for prison. You go thief small money, they go use 200 naira, they go put you for prison. But when they go thief billions, nobody go see them for prison. Nobody go see them for prison. Now, if you control like that, how will they listen to them? We're not going to listen to them like that.
Let me take a reaction very quickly before it will cost us now saying our expatriates now they rule our states. It always is a year boss. Thank you, sir.
River State is a guinea pig. River State is being used for science. We were in the laboratory, the democratic laboratory, so we're using River State as a lab branch. So if what we're doing in River State works out, then we'll use it for other states. But it's unfortunate that till date, football has not returned back as governor. It goes to show you the fact that when your president decided to get himself involved in what was going on in River State, he was acting as a very selfish man. It was all about him, his ambition, and not about the people. And it has played out and will continue to play out, unfortunately. But then at the same time, we need to know what is the benchmark for you to be a youth in Nigeria. Because the man I see talking is not a youth. He's an adult.
He's a youth now. Oh, you don't know him. He's a youth.
How old is he?
He's someone in his 30s.
Congratulations. Unfortunately, Nigeria does not have youths. Nigeria don't have youths. Because the government and those in power, they understand what the youths want. They understand that the money given to Nigerian youths is like youths taking drugs. They're the same. When you give them the money, what do they use it for? Check the amount of drugs entering this country. Who are they bringing it in for? Obviously not for somebody like me, and obviously not somebody like you, but the youths. To give them drugs. Let them be high perpetually so they don't reason well. Destroy their schools so that they don't get educated. Build more churches so that factories will be dead. And you want the country to move forward. You want the country to create an enabling environment for the younger generation. No, it doesn't. It's not creating that environment. The unfortunate thing is that we all just believe that things will get better, but nothing is getting better. So if I people want another, una dey inside lab. The consultant is consulting, so no problem.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me let you go. Thank you so much. So that I start taking calls. Nigerians' phone lines are open. Thank you so much for Francis. Nigerians, please help us go and follow him on his social media handle on YouTube at the Naked Truth TV 01. Please, if this is your first time of joining us, please kindly subscribe, follow him at the Naked Truth TV 01. Thank you so immensely, Prince Francis Chilaka. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, Nigeria. Good night, sir. All right, phone lines are open. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions on the conversations we've had tonight. 0817-029-4077. That's the number to call, or you can click on the link that is in the pinned post. It will direct you straight to the studio to join the conversation. And do well to also like this post and share it, and also subscribe, please. You can actually join us across all our social media platforms to subscribe. All right, I have Mr. Edwin. Mr. Edwin Agbajo. Good evening, sir. Thank you for calling. How are you today?
Yeah, Precious, I'm fine. Good evening.
Welcome.
I wanted to have some sort of dialogue with my friend.
Tired. You know, he narrated the.
I know, yeah. You know, he gave a joining a story of the near miss he had today, which was fortunate. We thank God for his life.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. You know, Precious, you know, coming to your watching your station, your studio every night and giving my thoughts, you know, is something that is always heartwarming when I hear opinions of others and everything concerning Nigeria. You know, like as I've always said, we only have that country, just Nigeria.
I agree.
But there is one thing I've always emphasized. You know, if we are to continue our democratic practice, we have to restructure our INEC. You know, this is what I've been hammering on every time. There is no day I call it without re-emphasizing on this. Our INEC. Our INEC. Now look at these by-elections that took place over the weekend. What were the outcomes? Were they not things that looked predetermined? Were they not something that we all foresaw coming? Were there going to be changes in the outcome? Particularly for so many of these states, like Edo State, like all those ones in Kaduna and all those ones, they were all something we saw coming. So it wasn't a surprise to me when the results started coming in and APC was winning everything.
So we're not even ready. We're not even ready with all these things we're saying. I will just talk, we just make noise. We're not even ready.
Yeah, you know that's what I've always said. We are not prepared at all. We're not prepared for any sort of change. We aren't, and not until we revisit INEC, the composition, the way people are appointed, the caliber of people are appointed, their affiliations and everything. There is no way Nigeria will move forward. Nothing will change there. 2027 elections will come. I told you the other time, Tinubu and his cabal, they will write results across board, state assemblies, House of Reps, in the National Assembly generally, and then the presidential. Nothing will change. Nothing. So anyway, we still have to prefer solutions because that is the essence of the program, isn't it? We have to prefer solutions going forward. Fingers crossed. Who knows? Miracles do happen. You know, we believe in miracles a lot in Nigeria. You know, I must make one confession. You know, since I relocated to Europe, you know, although when I was in Nigeria, I was a sort of prayer warrior. We all pray. But believe me, prayers, it is just on maybe very rare occasions that maybe activities line up in the church and everything, and then you go to church on Sundays, you pray and do everything before you go to bed, pray with your family, your children and your wife and everything. Other than that, it doesn't even cross my mind. What do I have to pray for? Is it light? Is it water? Is it the good road? What will I pray for here? Nothing. So anyway, that's by the wayside. Now, let me talk about what is happening in our society, the bane of the Nigerian society. You know, successive governments, they've impoverished them, sorry. They've weaponized poverty to the extent that there is no way election comes up and then you see very, very hungry people. People who have maybe graduated 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, they don't have any job. Some of them still reside with their parents and everything. And then you look across the societal spectre of Nigeria, you look at the way everywhere everybody are, and then the level of poverty every year is getting worse. You know, look at today. Let somebody tell me how somebody will be giving 10,000 naira in Nigeria and wouldn't go and vote for whoever is there. That is just what's there, because the government, they know. They know. For instance, that short clip you just showed, that man, he spoke senses. Look at the way he enumerated the whole thing. They know. Is Wike not in charge of your state today? Tell me how that man is not going to weaponize poverty there. He is learning from his political what is it? Is he political father now, godfather? Tinubu. You know, Tinubu has been the governor of Lagos State since 1999, and I still call him governor of Lagos State today. He's still the governor there. He's governor come president now, isn't it? So what's really going to change? So when I think about all these, Nigeria sends shivers down our veins. So now, if we are really going to make any headway, to be very honest with you, Precious, you know, sometimes you said, oh, any statement you make here, no, I'm not. It's not for you know. I understand that, but like what Showore once said, I think we need a revolution in that country. If we don't, I don't know how Nigeria is going to get things right. I think we need a revolution. But again, like one of the items you brought up for discussion today, the killing of these youths in the southeast. Will there be a uniformity across board for that revolution to take place? I don't see it. Will the Yorubas from the west, will they join those from the southeast to carry out the revolution? Will the northerners join? Even look at ordinary labor strikes. You will see there will be a strike in Lagos. There will be one
Yes. Other
in
groups will
Port
pull
Harcourt.
out. You say the
Other
other
people,
union has said they
yes,
pulled out.
they don't want to join. So when you look at it, these politicians have perfected the act of division across board. They use ethnic and religious persuasion to divide people, to cause confusion, and then when the election comes, as we speak now, you know, I made reference to this the other time. They are busy storing money, warehousing money, and using them. For instance, today you said somebody was caught with about 25 million naira. Go dig deep into how that money came about. They are all traceable to the governance, to the those political gladiators and everything. So we're just going around and around in
Thank
circle.
you. Thank you, sir.
That
Thank
is
you.
exactly the way it is, Precious. Those of you who are there, try and continue to make sure you push, and we continue to make sure we contribute. We do our utmost best.
Thank
But
you.
it looks as if this your program started very late today.
Yes, it did. It did start very late.
Is it so every Sunday or
No,
something? Because
it's not so every Sunday. Don't worry. This is something beyond me. Maybe one day
oh, okay, just okay then. Because I usually
I just had
listen,
to be
even
here because
if I do not
yeah,
call in, say 8:30, 8:15, I will just
I had to be here
call
because
in.
I had to be here. I had,
Yeah, I would have loved to talk with Prince Shilaka. Anyway, he's gone now. Anyway, send my greetings to
he'll
him.
be
Eh?
here again on Friday. Thank you.
Okay then. Oh, Friday this week. Eh?
Yes, he joins me Fridays and Sundays, so he'll be here on
Oh,
Friday.
okay then. Then I will definitely call in on Friday. Then
Thank
take
you.
care.
Thank
Yeah,
you, sir.
yeah.
Do enjoy the
Bye.
rest of
Yeah.
the evening. Yeah. Hello, hello, good evening and welcome. T.Y. Danjuma, see you at the backyard. Please hold on. Good evening and welcome.
Hello, Precious.
So, how got your beard, your child? Is that you?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. Welcome. Ngwa sharp, sharp. This night don't come on. Now, quick, quick. Make it quick, sir.
As night to come, say the way the country is, a person you can't sleep now.
No vex.
Too much.
No vex.
Do you see what I was saying?
Which of them?
When there is no rule of law, when there is no constitution, everything goes. How can you have election or proper election where there is no rule of law, where there is no constitution? When our people are talking, I'm like, let me give you an example. Do you know the people who make this place work? This Denmark. The people who makes it work is the lawyers. When I see the lawyers jumping on the social media, they come doing campaign political analysis, I just look at them and see them like people who have nothing to offer. Because here, for you to sit with a lawyer here for 1 hour is £500 for 1 hour, or €500 for 1 hour, just for 1 hour. So how can lawyer, the people who are supposed to be fighting for the injustice in the land, fighting to have the constitution, which is what they study in the school, to fight for the people's rights, even their own right, and they are not doing it. Are you telling me now that the people who are 80 years old, are they up to 1 million in Nigeria? Even from 70 years to 90 years, to put together, do you know that they are not up to 1 million out of 200 and something million? Are you talking about security forces, both military and police, and all the whole security form in Nigeria? Are you aware of that they are not up to even 1 million? Are you aware of that? And I have said it here on your media that the people who will make sure there is accurate election are the security forces. If the security forces say that we will have proper election without the constitution being corrected, we will have a proper election. But they cannot. What Nigeria is facing is political crisis. And the political crisis is more dangerous than civil war. The civil war is their child play in political crisis. That is why they are forming all this one party state. It's dangerous. Dangerous things are coming ahead. And look, someone who is 70-something years or even 80 years old, they are still talking about 2027. But how sure are you going to live till that 2027? How sure? Is anybody who is alive? Without that, there will not be life. So I have said this several times. All these things where people are talking campaign 2020. I said it here. 2027 have not started. People begin to talk. It's a distraction of the people, asking the people who are in government, what are they doing? And people are just following them like that. I have said it here.
Thank you.
Are you talking about the youth? The youth we have this nowadays is social media youth. The youth who cannot be relevant to march up and took their right into their hand.
Thank you so much.
They are all in social media talking.
Thank
so
you.
What solution are they going to bring from the social media?
Zero. I appreciate your Biodata. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Hello, good evening and welcome. No, you can't call video call. It's an audio call. Welcome. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, please. Welcome.
Yeah. Hi. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How about you?
Yes, I'm calling you from Canada.
You're welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to make my submission on your program.
It's okay, sir. Go ahead, sir.
All right. Okay. All right. So what I just want to say is that I appreciate the work of most of you YouTubers, social media influencers, a lot of people who are trying to create a narrative or to promote the narrative about the political status or the political situation in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Nigeria in 2023 during the election. I was an ardent supporter of Peter Obi. I was an obedient. I committed my money to campaign for Peter Obi because I saw a future in the man. Okay, what I really want to say is this. It's not enough for us to be, the social media, using social media platforms just to talk about the situation in the country. I know every Nigerian knows what Nigerian problem is. Yes, I'm expecting that at this level, most of you who have these platforms that are able to talk to millions of people should really be talking about electoral reforms. If we don't get electoral reforms in Nigeria, then there is no way Nigeria will move forward politically. There is just no way. We must all of us, whatever platform you have, vibrate, kind of like amplify that every Nigerian who means well for Nigeria should rise up against INEC and make sure there is a change in INEC before 2027. Because if we don't do that, we are going to end up with the same government, or even worse than it is. Because once these people realize they are able to kind of like perfect their act of rigging election in Nigeria and getting themselves into office, that's why no Nigerian politician feels accountable to anybody. No Nigerian, because they feel we don't vote them into power. They buy their way into power. And because of that, they can do anything. The wicked can act the way he's acting because he knows they can still get his way into power in the means he knows best. And Tinubu will not listen to what the cries of Nigerians because he knows he can still buy his way into power.
All right. Thank you. Is this your first time? Is this your first time of watching me, sir?
Yes, this is my first time of watching.
Okay, so perhaps that's the reason why you have such a submission. First of all, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't even see myself as an influencer because I'm not one. I am a core journalist who left mainstream media because I was tired of mainstream media. I thought to create this platform as a platform where people can just keep speaking, or I can keep speaking about things happening in Nigeria, right? And then I am not oblivious of the need for electoral reforms. You think you really, I mean, if you had listened to me and heard my perspective, you don't want to believe that I would not be one of those who would champion the cause of an electoral reform. But I do know the reality in Nigeria. You're not in Nigeria. I've been involved in journalism for over 20 years in Nigeria. I know how the politicians think. I know them. You think that the National Assembly are unaware that Nigerians are clamoring for electoral reform? You think they don't know? You think President Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not know that we're clamoring for electoral reform? Now, which National Assembly do you expect to effect a good reform that will eventually vote them out of office in 2027? Because if there is a proper reform, they can't be voted in again in 2027. You know that, right? If now you be them, you go agree make a reform when you go vote you into power. Do you understand? And secondly, do you also expect President Bola? I'm coming. Let me quickly finish. No, I'm not saying you're accusing me. I'm trying to make you understand. No, I'm trying to make you understand the reality. Do you also expect President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to accent an electoral reform that will ensure that he does not come back to office? If you're him, would you do it? Do you understand? So this is a reality. How will Nigeria? It's not like it's impossible for Nigerians to demand an electoral reform and get it. They can. How they'll do that is not me that'll tell them. But they can do that. And that's why people have been asking for the opposition to champion it. Maybe if the opposition leads a protest to National Assembly to ensure that a particular kind of law is, a change is effected in the Electoral Act, maybe they will not shoot them the way they will shoot you and I if we go out to the streets to make such demand. And they too perhaps know what's keeping them from doing it. So it's not like there's the whole back from your sound, it's a bit disturbing. But then that's what it is. Thank you so much for joining us, and I appreciate your thank you, sir. Bye, sir. All right. Thank you. T.Y. Danjuma, good evening and welcome.
Nah, evening now,
Anyone,
been a
good
night.
morning, sir.
This is
Good
late.
morning. You don't reach me again, sir.
I,
Welcome.
I greet you. I
Welcome,
greet
sir.
you. Well done. Yeah, I just one because of time. Just one
All
issue now. I want comment, and that's the issue of comfort. We have seen her narrative
right.
of
Affairs.
what
Mhm.
took place. Yes, we have seen the video we saw some video clips of the incident, and we don't read some eyewitness accounts of what transpired, during the flight and all that caused the altercation. But we haven't
The
heard
air hostess.
from Ibom. Yes,
No, we heard
Ibom
from
Air.
Ibon Air. Ibon
I
Air was
think
the
there's
first
the
people we heard from. Okay. Ibon Air was the
okay.
first that spoke. They
Yeah.
released a statement where they said that what caused the problem is when they asked her to turn off the phone, she refused. That was what was in their statement. That they asked her to turn off her phone and she
Yeah. So
refused.
that
Yeah,
that will not be
that one.
that will not be statement. That's not a statement. Not a statement of what
I
happened.
narrated it now.
You know. Uh, it, it, they're not, it's not, that's just one or two sentences, and it's much more than what took
No, they
place,
did that. They are
the
narrating it
incident.
that they
Maybe,
even commended their air hostess for her resilience and her professionalism, even when she was being slapped.
okay. I This is what I think.
Okay.
This is what I think. I think if Ibom Air is congratulating the air hostess for not being able to de escalate what looks to me like a very trivial issue, then it speaks volumes of their conflict resolution ability. I think it was very poor for me because they offer service, public service, and the customer is king. I don't think that this incident should have degenerated to the extent to which it went, and it became not just an embarrassment to the airline, but to the nation. So my suggestion be say, Ibon Air needs to um, really look at itself, not trying to play the victim here. They need to train and retrain their entire air
Yeah.
crew. That's one. Um, Two, on the part of the girl, because I'm not holding brief for anybody. On the part of Comfort, I think she should see her lawyers because we have seen the case here of torture, physical and mental torture. We have seen injuries from what she said, incarceration in prison, sexual assault. All this I think can be litigated in court. And I think that if she sees her lawyers, they probably will be able to cancel her. But
The
again, it
NDA
speaks
is already
of
offering
it
her,
gives the
a free ticket, pro bono. So it's whether or not she will accept it.
yes, she, she should take it. She should take it because this is a serious issue.
I think
She
while I
should go
think
and
it's a
see them.
serious issue, I'd rather would think that they have some sort of out of court settlement. I mean, that's what I think. Because remember, Ibom Air is owned by her state government. So it's like you're taking your state to court. And see, in this Nigeria, why she will
Precious,
win? I'm coming,
precious.
no, not vex. So, in this Nigeria, why she may eventually win the case because I mean the entire Nigerian Bar Association will be throwing their weight behind her. The mark that would leave or the enmity it will create for her and her family in her state will be very difficult. And then secondly, sir,
Precious.
okay.
They have damaged
I
this
know.
girl's
So
reputability.
what I'm requesting she ask for is not even to focus on the monetary compensation. She should focus on proper.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's
She should
not.
focus on
It's not. Wait, wait, Precious.
proper
You
damage.
see. You
They
see.
should make sure they do a proper laundering of image for her by themselves. They should spend the money to do it
Precious.
for her,
Yes,
sir.
Precious. You can see that. You see, the reason why I'm saying that is if you don't put pressure on Ibom Air, huh, they'll be saying this nonsense that they're talking about. That MBA is saying that she can come and see them means that the lawyers, that body has seen there certain things they have seen that are inappropriate. For them to come out to say, listen, we're going to offer you a service
Mm.
pro bono. There's something they have seen. But the point, what I'm saying is, you see, there's so much impunity. It doesn't matter whether it's from her state. If it's from her state, they should have treated her well. There's impunity
I
in this
agree.
country, and this is
I
not the first
agree.
time this
I
is
agree.
happening. Somebody must be taught a
I agree.
lesson. Yes. Some, if you are talking about trying to correct ills and all these little things, this is something that shouldn't have happened at all. So if a government or a government-owned airline is behaving this way, I wouldn't want to enter Ibom Air with this thing that I've saw. They need to clean up their image, but they also need to show that they are sorry. This is a customer they've treated this way. So she should go and see MBA and let them take proper action. Then when the action is in court, the government can come, or Ibom Air can come and say, listen, take this thing out of court, and they can go out of settlement. That's the only way. Otherwise, if you think that she has to stand for her right because they damage her, they damage her, let the court decide. And if Ibom Air doesn't want the court, this thing to go further, let them, because they're trying to sweep this thing under the carpet. I don't want to comment about the minister and all that, and all, you throw somebody, not the minister though, the police and all those agencies that are involved. I think it's important for a court of competent jurisdiction to make a pronouncement on this issue, because this is gone too far. I mean, you can't. This is not. What kind of country is this? Let me make her stop there so that others go. But I'm not supporting her though. But I'm saying that even if she was wrong, this is not how you should have treated this matter. That's the point. They went overboard. They crossed the line, and because it is government, they are supposed to know better. They should be dealt with appropriately according to law. Make her stop there. Good night.
Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it. Good night, sir. All right. On that note, I'd like to say good night to everyone watching us. Please subscribe if this is your first time of joining us. Kindly click on the subscription button. Just click on and then like this post, like, share. Make sure that you follow us like a village people. Now, normal, I beg. You need to pay money now for free. Follow us like a village people. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you again tomorrow evening, God willing. Hopefully, Mr. Shego Shopiton will be joining me tomorrow evening as we talk about happenings around Nigerian politics or political scene tomorrow evening. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Protect your mental health. Oh, wahala no dey finish. Protect your mental health. You need to be alive to fight another day. See you tomorrow, God willing. Good night and God bless you. Thank you.